everyone, it's Kelly Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start a reading vlog and I am excited about this. I recently posted a video where I went to all of the different free libraries, little free libraries in my town, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and put it at the top of the screen so you can go check that out if you want to. One of the books that I did find in that video was The Life of Pi. And I found a couple other books too as well, and I posted a poll on here asking you guys which book you wanted to see me do a reading vlog of, and this is the one that won the most votes. And yeah, I'm excited to read this. Honestly, out of the 3 books I did find, this was the one I was most excited about reading. It's so gorgeous outside. It's really bright and sunny, but it has there's a cool breeze going on, and so it feels just so good out here. It's not like too hot or anything. So I'm honestly probably gonna do quite a bit of reading outside today just because it feels so nice outside. I recently have been reading another book, but I'm gonna put that one on hold while I do this one. I have been reading this book right here, which is a really fun book. It's called Elsewhere in the Land of Parrots, and it's just a fun, cute little book. I don't have a bookmark in this, which I don't know why. I need to keep track better of where I'm at, but I'm about not halfway through yet, but I'm a good chunk into this book and I really like it. I'm still planning on finishing this, but for now, I'm gonna put that one aside and we're gonna focus on A Life of Pi. So, as I said in the other video, I know that there's a movie about this. I've never seen the movie. I don't know anything at all about this story other than it's about a tiger and a guy. I don't know, a boy and a tiger. I'm gonna read a little bit of the synopsis on the back just so I can kind of get an idea of what this book is about, since I very briefly only know the main things. I don't know how you say his last name. Pi Patel? Pi is a God-loving boy and the son of a zookeeper, has a fervent love of stories and practices, not only in his native Hinduism, but also Christianity and Islam. When Pi is 16, his family and their zoo animals emigrate from India to North America aboard a Japanese cargo ship. The ship sinks and Pi finds himself in a lifeboat. His only companions, a hyena, an orangutan, a wounded zebra, and a 450-pound Bengal tiger. Soon the tiger has dispatched all but Pi. Can Pi and the tiger find their way to land? Can Pi's fear, knowledge, and cunning keep him alive until they do? So, it sounds like him and this tiger are in a shipwreck and they are lost at sea, basically. It sounds like the tiger kills all of the other animals. It's just them two on this boat and it's them trying to survive, I guess. So yeah, I've definitely heard of this story. It's really popular and I am planning to watch the movie because I know it is on, I think I saw the movie was on Hulu or Disney Plus. I don't know which one, but I do want to see the movie and maybe I'll include some of that into this video when I watch the movie after I read this book, and we can do kind of a comparison type of thing. This book is, let's see, 319 pages. So yeah, kind of long. I don't know if you consider that long, but for me that's kind of a longer book. So yeah, I'm not sure how long this reading vlog will take me to finish, but I will for sure update you guys when I have any thoughts or I've made progress in the book. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. It's hard to relax and read when there are wasps flying everywhere. I don't feel like being stung today. Okay, hi guys. It's been several days since I have last updated you all on my progress with reading Life of Pi. This past weekend was really busy for us. We had a wedding and we were with family most of this weekend, and I have not read for several days or filmed anything. So the last time I read this, I got to part 2. Part 2 is the Pacific Ocean, and this is finally the part to where exciting stuff happens. The first part of the book, which is like 100 pages until you really get to anything interesting, it's mainly just about Pi's life as he grows up. It talks about his life as he grows up in a zoo. His father actually owns the zoo. I thought his father was just like a zookeeper, but his father owns the zoo. And so Pi describes his childhood memories of like all of the animals there and how he went to different schools and stuff. It also talks a lot about his religion, which was kind of confusing for me, honestly, to read about, because I personally don't know much about other religions other than like Christianity, but it talks a lot about like Hinduism and Muslims and just different things like that. I guess Pi is, as he's younger in this first part of the book, he kind of incorporates like 3 different religions into his life. So it's kind of confusing. He likes to incorporate different aspects of each religion. So he's like part Hindu, part Muslim, part Christian, like. And most of his family doesn't understand that. They're like, okay, you can't be three religions all at once. You have to be just one. You have to choose. He's kind of struggling with that as a younger kid. And even as he's an adult, he still incorporates all 3 of these religions. So it's kind of interesting, but it's also confusing. The author's writing style is kind of hard to understand sometimes because of some of the words he uses are like words I've never heard of before. So now we're on to part 2, which is where Pi's family, they decide to sell the zoo and move to Canada, I think. Yeah, Canada. And so they have managed to sell most of the animals, but they have to transport some onto a ship. And they go on to Canada on this ship, and the ship ends up sinking. And Pi is thrown off board, and his family is all gone except for him and this tiger and a couple other animals. So I have finally got to an exciting part of the book, so I'm hoping that it'll pick up the pace a little bit more as I keep reading. The first part was just really slow for me personally to get into. I'm gonna keep reading this, and yeah, I'm only on page like 100. That's when part 2 starts. There's like 300 and something pages in this book, so I still have quite a bit to go, but I just wanted to update you guys. So yeah, I'm hoping that things will kind of get more exciting as we keep reading. Okay, so I have finished reading the book Life of Pi, and I have also watched the whole movie version of it as well, and I just wanted to give you all my final thoughts on this story as well as what I thought about the movie. So as a whole, I did really enjoy this book. The very beginning of it was very slow and it was harder for me to get into, but when it finally got to the actual part where Pi is trying to survive at sea on this lifeboat with a tiger, as well as these other animals at the beginning, I thought that part, which is honestly the majority of the book, but I thought that part was really interesting. It was kind of surprising to read a couple of things that Pi had to do in order to survive. And I'm not going to say exactly what all those things were, but in order to survive, Pi had to do some things that even he didn't really want to do. And I honestly think that if the movie were to be completely true to this book, I don't think it would be rated PG. That's all I'm gonna say. But the movie is PG, and I'm assuming they made it that way so that it would appeal to more people of all ages. But if you don't like reading about animals that are in pain or suffering, or just if you have a hard time just reading about animals who are going through a hard time, it was a little hard for me to read some of the things, especially that happened to the animals that were in the boat at first, which were the zebra, orangutan, the hyena. Eventually they all died and it was just the tiger left. That was kind of hard for me to read just because, I don't know, it's just kind of sad to read about the animals, suffering, and they had to kill each other to, try and stay alive. And, obviously I feel bad for Pi too, but it's just something about the animals too. I did like the movie and I thought it was a good adaptation to the book. I felt like it was really accurate on a lot of things. If I had to compare though, I'd probably say the book was better, but I really enjoyed watching the movie and getting to just, see everything, because we all visualize stuff differently when we read a book versus watch a movie of it. But it is a really good story, and I enjoyed reading about Pi's culture and just the different things he's gone through. I gave this book a 3.5, 3 stars, I think. I'm not quite sure. I just wish that the beginning was a little bit more interesting to read. Overall, definitely still recommend this book and the movie as well. Make sure you go watch it if you haven't. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this reading vlog. I really enjoyed making it. Let me know if you've read this book or seen the movie and what you think of it. So I hope you guys have a good day whenever you're watching this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!